Death Note, Episode 12, skip the intro, let's go. Love.
Light, Ryuzaki has decided that he'd like you to help with the investigation. If you're still interested, then you need to come here right away.
Okay, Dad. All along, I've been trying to find a way to get involved in the investigation, but I never thought they would actually approach me. Now I'll have access to classified information about the case, which means I can learn more about this other Kira. I need to figure out what this imposter is all about before someone else on the task force beats me to it.
Thank you, Light.
Not at all. After all, I want to catch Kira as much as you do, Ryuga.
I'll have to ask that you call me Ryuzaki.
And they don't have any
I'm
idea
Aihara,
that they're both
and I'm
each other's
Asa.
nemesis.
Yes, of course. Then perhaps I should call myself Light Asahi?
Yes, please do. To keep things simple from this point on, I'll call you Light. Okay, let's get down to work. You can start by looking over all the information we've collected. I'd also like you to examine these videos. They were sent to the TV station but were never aired. For security reasons, you're not permitted to take notes, and all materials must remain here.
I understand.
We will begin now.
Light.
Well then,
Previous night.
we need to ask Light Yagami to assist us. However, we cannot tell him that we're considering the possibility of a second Kira.
Are you serious? But wouldn't that make working together a bit difficult?
He's right. Why even bother asking him to work with us?
Well, I didn't mean indefinitely. I'm curious to see what his impression of these tapes will be prior to knowing ours. Light's deductive reasoning is really quite incredible. He may suspect that these tapes are the work of a second Kira, an imposter, or copycat imitating the original.
But the basis for the second Kira theory is that the victims of these recent killings were minor criminals who don't fit the normal profile. Without hearing our explanation, how would Light ever know that?
Yes, but there's more to it than that. The suspect that we've been pursuing up until now has needed both a name and a face to kill his victims. But there is something different happening here. Recall that Mr. Ukita was killed the moment he arrived at the station. And this Kira demanded only that I appear on TV, but made no request for my name. This implies that the second Kira only needs to see a person's face to kill them. So I'll ask Light to look over all of our information, as well as our video evidence. If he comes to the conclusion that there could be a second suspect, then he'd be almost completely cleared of suspicion in this case.
But how will that prove anything?
Logically, if he's really Kira, he'll want me dead, seeing as I'm the one leading the investigation against him right now. And the way things are going, if I comply with this new subject's demands and appear on TV in 3 days, there's a very good chance I will die. I can't see the real Kira jeopardizing such an easy opportunity to get rid of me.
Okay,
Right.
but are you suggesting that if my son does not come to the same conclusion, there's an even greater chance that he is guilty?
No. In that case, there will still only be a 5% chance. We'll inform him that we are investigating the possibility of a copycat and have him cooperate with us as planned.
Alright, here we go.
Now that you've seen proof of my powers, you should have no trouble believing that I am Kira. On the designated
This
date
video
time-
is so mediocre. It's making me sick to my stomach. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm the real one, but this is a complete disgrace to everything Kira stands for.
There we go. I needed that verified.
It seems unusual that no one bothered to explain this video to me. It's not like them. Well, in any case, I'd be stupid to comment on it. It's probably best if I say nothing. If I just leave it alone, Elle dies.
So, what do you make of this, Light? Have you come to any conclusions?
Damn, it's a test. It's hard to say for sure, but there might be another person out there with Kira's power.
With Kira's power? But what do you mean by that, Light?
At the very least, I'd say this tape was not created by the Kira we're familiar with. It's extremely out of character for him to use these kinds of victims for his killings. And since we've established that he needs a name and face to kill, it makes you wonder how he was able to kill that detective and those 2 officers right outside the television station like that.
It's the same. That's almost exactly how Ryuzaki said it.
That was incredible, Light. Now any doubts about you should be resolved.
Let's go.
I think you're exactly right about that. We also believe that this is the work of a second Kira.
I knew it. So you knew about this all along, Ryuzaki? Which means this was just another one of your tests?
It wasn't my intention to test you. The truth is, if I was the only one who thought there was a second Kira, it wouldn't be too convincing. But the fact that we both came to the same conclusion makes the theory that much more believable. As expected, you did not disappoint us. You've been a great help. It's decided then. First, we must focus on stopping this copycat. From what we've seen, he sympathizes with the real Kira, but clearly lacks his sophistication. I think he might even be willing to obey the original. If so, we could lure him into a trap by sending our own message from the real Kira.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You literally took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, and Light, I would like you to play the part of the real Kira.
Huh? Me as Kira?
Yes, you're the only one I can think of who'd be able to pull something like this off. At any rate, we don't have time to waste. Do you think you could script a message from Kira in time for it to be aired on this evening's national news?
Damn him. He must have been planning this from the beginning. It's the only reason I'm here. Ryuzaki, does this look okay? I think I managed to make it believable.
I think you've done an excellent job with this. However, if we don't omit the part that says you're free to kill L, then I'm gonna end up dead.
Sorry. I guess I got carried away playing the part. I figured if I was him, I'd probably demand that you be killed. I was improvising. Feel free to change it to whatever you like.
Sounds good. Okay, Aihara, the script is ready. I'll leave it to you.
All right.
And now, a shocking announcement. In response to the frightening Kira video aired on Sakura TV only a few days ago, an anonymous individual has contacted us claiming to be the real Kira. In short, he has demanded of this network, as well as several others, that we air the message you are now about to see. I would also like to mention that the NPA has granted us permission to air this video. Is this the real Kira? No one knows for sure, but we can only hope this video will provide us with some much-needed answers.
I am Kira.
It worked! I knew he'd answer me!
The true Kira. The one who was broadcast on Sakura TV several days ago is a pretender, a fake. The purpose of this message is to communicate my will to this imposter.
Oh my gosh, he's a fucking devil.
I have chosen to be lenient with him for the time being, only because I believe he wishes to cooperate with me in the creation of a new world.
This little girl is
I want to
evil
make
as
it
fuck.
absolutely clear that the taking of innocent lives is against my will. If this person claiming to be me is truly sympathetic to my cause and wishes to be of some help, I ask two things of him. That he refrain from killing aimlessly, and that he agree to abide by my basic principles.
Yay! Now where is that camcorder?
What are you planning to do?
Hello? Do you really need to ask? I'm going to reply to him, of course.
Ryuzaki, we have a reply from the second Kira.
What? Really?
I'll be bringing over the envelope and tape that we received, but in the meantime, I'm streaming a copy of the video so you can view it on your end.
Kira, thank you for your reply. Please do not worry. I will follow orders and do as you say.
Whoa, it worked.
I will do as you say, huh? This guy's gonna be no help at all. If this fake had any idea what my wishes were, he'd insist that Elle appear on TV and then kill him anyway. How could you fall for something like this? Damn it.
I really want to meet you. I don't think you have the eyes, but you don't have to worry. I would never try to kill you. That's a promise.
What the hell is he thinking? Talking about Shinigami eyes in a public message like this?
What's this having the eyes supposed to mean?
Fuck.
Is it a code?
Yeah.
Please tell me how I can meet you without the police knowing. You'll think of something, and when we meet, we can confirm our identities by showing our Shinigami to each other.
Shinigami?
He's a liability. If I don't do something about him quickly...
Ryuzaki! You alright?
What the fuck is going on?
Shinigami? Am I supposed to believe that? That Shinigami actually exist?
Oh my god. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. There it is. There it is. This twist.
Shinigami? Am I supposed to believe that? That Shinigami actually exist?
That's impossible.
Obviously, they don't exist.
Yes, that's right, Ryuzaki. Listen to
Just
yourself. Of
there's
course
one standing right
Shinigami don't
here.
exist.
You're probably right, but I remember that Kira had those prisoners write something suggesting the existence of Shinigami.
So based on that fact, perhaps we're dealing with the same person after all. That would definitely explain why we're hearing the same words.
I don't think so, because if this was the same person, it's highly unlikely he would have responded to our video in the first place. And why would he agree to let L live after going to all the trouble of getting him to appear on TV? The real Kira wants him dead, so it doesn't make sense.
And maybe there's some other connection between the real one and this new guy. They could have already met and decided to
those
use the word
brains,
Shinigami as a way
gears
to
in his
confuse
brains are
us.
No,
turning.
I'd say that's unlikely. It's as Light says. If the two Kiras were connected, I don't think the imposter would be so willing to give up on his plan to kill me. All of this suggests to me that the copycat has his own agenda and is acting independently of the first. I believe his actual motivation is to meet the original.
I think you're right. He's acting out of an interest in Kira. The word Shinigami could very well be some reference to their killing power. Saying we can confirm our identities by showing our Shinigami to each other probably means that they'd confirm their identities by somehow demonstrating their ability to kill.
Yes, that's it. Based on their messages, we can assume that the word Shinigami must hold some other meaning that only the real Kira and the second Kira are aware of. Now, we just need to convince this copycat to tell us what that is.
So will you respond and force him to be more specific?
L needs
We
to
have
get
to be
some
careful
sleep.
how we handle this. We can't make it too obvious that we're asking, otherwise he'll realize we're not Kira.
No, from now on, it's best that we leave it up to the two Kiras.
What do you mean?
I imagine that the second Kira is probably quite satisfied with the current situation now that he's received a televised response. He sent a message to get Kira's attention, and as far as he knows, he now has it. Also, there's that word he used, one that only the two of them would understand. We'll arrange to have this reply broadcast today on Sakura's 6 o'clock news. Naturally, this will be of interest to Kira, and he'll be following this exchange between the copycat and the one we've invented. Now, if I were Kira himself, my priority would be to prevent this imposter from coming into contact with the police. This is good for us, because it means that the real Kira may feel pressured to respond this time.
Okay, but let's say that he doesn't respond. Then what do we do?
Yes, I've been thinking about what the second Kira might do if he gets no response. For one, he might reveal more information that he knows Kira once kept secret. To pressure him into a meeting, of course, that would make Kira nervous. It could be interesting. And what would be more interesting is if Kira sends a message of his own to prevent this from happening. Ideally, this could provide us with the physical evidence we'll need to build a case against him. In the meantime, let's gather all the information we can
How
on
the
this
fuck would
copycat.
Light do that though? If they pressure him into
Oh, that's
into
good.
sending a message, how would he go about doing it? if he's-
Beautiful.
if he's
Just
in
like
there?
that. Perfect. I'm telling you, these are gonna knock him dead. You look like a little angel, Misa.
Oh, I'm so tired. That shoot went on forever. Modeling takes a lot of energy. Hey, Rem.
Huh?
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Each Shinigami has to have one death note of their own. For a Shinigami to give a notebook to a human, he needs to have two. Ryu could give a death note to Kira because he somehow found a way to sneak an extra one past the Shinigami King.
Right.
What about you?
The Shinigami King isn't someone who's easily fooled. It doesn't happen often.
Oh, then how did I get mine?
Let's just say it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm one of the few in the Shinigami realm who knows how to kill another of my kind. That's how I ended up with two.
Oh, I think I get it. You killed a Shinigami and then you gave his notebook to me, right?
It's not like that. I wasn't the one who killed him. I just happened to be around when he died. It was coincidence, really.
So, how do you kill a Shinigami? I have to know. Well?
Never repeat this to anyone. I learned the only way to kill a Shinigami is to make them fall in love with a human.
Oh no, get the fuck out.
What a beautiful way to kill.
There once was a Shinigami named Jealous who spent all of his time watching over a certain human girl. Jealous wanted nothing more than to look at her as she went about her daily life. It's today, isn't it? Her last day alive.
She looks so full of life. I wonder why today. It's just not fair.
I also wanted to find out how she was going to die, so I stayed and watched with him. It was nighttime and she was walking alone. No one else was around. And then it happened. A man suddenly appeared and blocked her path. He was clearly infatuated with the girl.
I love you more than anyone else in the world. I'm always watching you. I want to protect you forever.
She'd never seen the man before, and of course, turned him down.
Then, if I can't have you, I'll kill us both!
Wait, stop it! What are you doing? Without even thinking, Jealous did something that we Shinigami must never do. Jealous used his death note to kill the man instantly, and therefore saved the girl's life. It was the wrong thing to do. Shinigami exist only to shorten and take human lives. We aren't permitted to undo that which has been fated.
It's a wrap, bro.
At that moment, Jealous became something which was neither sand nor rust, and disappeared forever. He died. The only reminder of his existence was his death note, left behind. The rest of his lifespan was added to hers.
Wow.
So not only had he saved her life, he'd accidentally extended it well beyond its natural end.
So if he'd never fallen in love with this girl, he'd probably still be alive today, wouldn't he?
That's right.
I had no idea. All this time I thought it was luck, but it was a Shinigami who saved my life that day.
Yes. Jealous loved you enough to die for you. So that death note is now yours to keep.
Wait. Hey, whoa. That's the girl.
I see. For a Shinigami to die, they have to love a human enough that they'd prevent their death from happening. So what about you, Rem? You're not in love with me, are you? Be honest.
Just forget it. You really think you can kill me that easily?
Oops, you saw through that? I'm so glad. At least now I have something interesting to tell Kira. But I wonder, does he know how to kill a Shinigami? I asked him on TV to find a way for us to meet each other, but he hasn't replied to me yet. What's taking him so long? Maybe I should just send him another message.
Wow, holy fuck.
This isn't good. I can't allow this second kid to act on his own for much longer. He's careless, so it's only a matter of time before he slips up, and when he does, the police will be waiting.
That girl
in custody,
is the girl
I can find
that
out
Jealous
about the
was in
death
love
note.
with. The Shinigami Jealous.
Something to start.
Oh my god, coincidentally.
A strawberry sundae, please.
They're together in the same restaurant.
Be right back.
What should I do? How can I contact the second kiddo without Elle noticing anything?
Here you go. Enjoy.
I can't wait to meet Kira.
I wonder,
turn around.
What kind of person are you, imposter?
I wonder, what kind of person are you, Kira?
Just turn around. GG. Pause. What a great episode. That little twist at the end where you just find out that this woman or this girl has been alive for God knows how long. That's the girl that the Shinigami named Jealous. I think Jealous. The Shinigami named Jealous, that's the girl that he was in love with, and that's the girl that ended up getting his death note. Woof. Mind blown. What a great episode. Hopefully in the next episode they meet and start talking. Like, that needs to happen ASAP. But that was it. Episode 12, guys. That was me reacting to episode 12. Great episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, click that like button. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. Hit the subscribe button. It's also free. Leave a comment. It's also free. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.